And I'm not like that. I'm a planner. I'm a girl too. So like I want to know the drill. I want to know the flow. I want to make the flow, then go with it. I appreciate that about him.
Under the blinding lights of Las Vegas, fans packed the arena, waiting for the Queen of Country herself, Miranda Lambert. But moments before the show began, everything stopped. A sudden announcement hit social media. Miranda had been placed on vocal rest, forcing her to cancel the performance. Fans were left in shock, not because of the cancellation, but because of what it revealed. Behind the fame and the fire was a woman pushed to her limit. What really happened that night? And how close did Miranda come to losing the voice that built her empire? Stay tuned. Her untold story is just beginning. Miranda Lambert was never built for an easy life. Born in Lindale, Texas, she grew up in a home where resilience wasn't optional. It was survival. Her parents, Rick and Bev Lambert, ran a private investigation business that often doubled as a shelter for women escaping abuse. But when the economy collapsed, the business went under, and the family lost nearly everything. They were forced to move in with relatives, scraping by and rebuilding from the ground up. Those hard years carved strength into her character and found their way into her songs, tracks filled with heartbreak, defiance, and truth. Music became her refuge, her rebellion, and her lifeline. At just 16, Miranda began performing anywhere that would have her. Small-town fairs, smoky bars, and crowded honky-tonks across Texas. Her voice carried a depth that stunned audiences. Before long, she earned a spot on the Johnny High Country Music Review in Arlington, the same showcase that had launched LeAnn Rimes. That performance changed her life, showing her what a career in music could look like and how hard she would have to fight for it. By 17, Miranda released her first independent album, a self-funded project made with borrowed money and raw determination. It didn't make her a star, but it proved one thing: she was unstoppable. Her true breakthrough came in 2003 on the reality show Nashville Star, where she placed third, but caught the attention of Epic Records, who signed her immediately. 2 years later, she released her debut album, Kerosene, and it was like a spark hitting dry grass. The album debuted at #1 on Billboard's Top Country Albums, an astonishing feat for a newcomer. 11 of the 12 songs were written or co-written by her, a rare level of creative control for a debut artist. Her sound was fierce, unfiltered, and unapologetically Southern. That record didn't just introduce Miranda Lambert, it announced her as a force of nature. Over the next 2 decades, Miranda Lambert became one of the most defining and powerful voices in modern country music. She collected countless awards, CMA, ACM, and Grammy honors, and made history as the most awarded artist in ACM history. Critics compared her to country legends, while fans loved her for her authenticity. Her songs weren't glossy pop country hits. They were raw, lived-in stories, filled with heartbreak, humor, and humanity. Yet behind every note she sang, Miranda carried invisible weight. The fame, the pressure, and the constant expectation to be perfect began to wear her down. Then came the night that revealed the woman behind the music. On August 19, 2016, during a concert in Hartford, Connecticut, Miranda performed her deeply personal hit, The House That Built Me. As the crowd fell silent, a man lifted a handwritten sign that read, "3 combat tours. Your voice was the last thing I listened to every night. Thank you." Miranda stopped mid-song, stunned. She walked to the edge of the stage and took the sign. The man, Jeff Tudiska, a U.S. combat veteran, looked up as tears filled her eyes. Trying to continue, her voice cracked. Laughing softly through the tears, she said, "I can't do it. Sing the verse. I need a drink." The touching moment went viral overnight, showing the world that even the toughest stars have breaking points. But what fans didn't realize was that Miranda's tears weren't just for Jeff. They were for herself, too. Behind the fame, she was already battling exhaustion, heartbreak, and loneliness. Fame, for Miranda, was a double-edged sword, one that cut deep when her fairy tale marriage to Blake Shelton crumbled. Yet through every storm, she turned pain into poetry and used her voice not just to sing, but to survive. But being a woman in country music also meant living under constant scrutiny. Every change in her weight, Every outfit she wore became gossip fodder. By the time she turned 30, she decided to stop chasing perfection and start choosing peace. She focused on health, balance, and acceptance. It wasn't about losing weight. It was about gaining confidence. In 2019, Miranda surprised everyone again. She quietly married Brendan McLaughlin, a New York City police officer she'd met just 3 months earlier. She revealed the news herself with a simple photo and a caption. "I met the love of my life." After years of public heartbreak, Miranda had finally found something private, stable, and real. Even with happiness at home, the pressures of fame never fully disappeared. During her Las Vegas residency, her connection with the audience was everything to her. But one night, that connection shattered. As she began one of her heartfelt ballads, she noticed a group of women near the front. Their backs turned, taking selfies instead of listening. Miranda stopped mid-song and said, "These girls are worried about a selfie and not listening to the song? It's pissing me off a little. I don't like it at all. You're here to hear some country music tonight." Half the crowd cheered, half didn't. By the next morning, social media exploded. Some said she was right for defending the art of live music. Others accused her of embarrassing fans. The internet turned it into a war. Days later, a fan showed up wearing a shirt that read, "Shoot tequila, not selfies." The moment had become a meme. But for Miranda, it wasn't about selfies. It was about years of pressure and exhaustion finally breaking through. She later admitted, "I wish I had slowed down more and savored the ride." That line said it all. Then, in March 2023, her body forced her to slow down. Just hours before another sold-out Las Vegas show, she announced she'd been diagnosed with vocal strain and placed on vocal rest. For a singer, those 2 words are terrifying. It meant no talking, no singing, complete silence. She wrote, "I've been under a doctor's care all day to see if things improved, but I've been put on vocal rest." Fans could have been angry. They had traveled from across the country, even from overseas, to see her. But instead, they flooded her page with messages of love. One wrote, "She's not a robot, she's human. Get well soon." Another said, "Came all the way from the UK to see you, but your health comes first." When Miranda finally returned to the stage days later, her voice was strong and clear. She hadn't just recovered her vocals, she had reclaimed her peace. Her residency, Velvet Rodeo, continued to thrive, and by the end of 2024, she was stronger than ever. That same year, she received the Country Icon Award at the People's Choice Country Awards, recognizing her 2-decade career and her lasting impact on the genre. On stage, she thanked her fans and her Texas roots for keeping her grounded. It was a moment of triumph, quiet, humble, but deeply meaningful. Soon after, she released her 10th studio album, Postcards from Texas, recorded in Austin with longtime collaborator John Randall. The album was a homecoming, filled with songs about love, loss, and the landscapes that shaped her. "I wanted to go back to what made me fall in love with music in the first place," she said. "That same fire is burning stronger than ever." Critics called it her best work in years, raw, soulful, and deeply personal. By 2025, Miranda Lambert was once again on tour, performing with a renewed sense of joy. Her shows were different now, less spectacle, more heart. She sang with gratitude, not pressure. Each performance felt like a conversation with her fans, intimate, honest, and full of love. After 20 years in the spotlight, Miranda had learned the secret most stars never do. Sometimes, the bravest thing you can do is slow down. Miranda Lambert's story isn't just one of fame. It's about strength, survival, and staying true when the world tries to rewrite your story. She's the girl from Lindale, Texas, who turned pain into poetry, heartbreak into music, and struggle into strength. Her voice has carried millions through their darkest nights. And through every tear and triumph, she's still standing tall. Because legends aren't made from perfect lives. They're made from the courage to sing, even when your voice shakes. So the next time you hear a Miranda Lambert song, remember, it's more than music. It's the story of a woman who turned pain into power and refused to break. If this story touched your heart, Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, because every click helps keep powerful stories like Miranda's alive. Thanks for watching.